I remember it being a relatively, like, I don't want to say laid back deployment, but in terms of action, there were a lot more days without it than there were with it. And
which, you know, I talked about a little bit, you know, before that. It's like a weird thing because like a bunch of infantry dudes want to do infantry dude stuff, and you know we're all you know, just crammed onto this base together, and you know want to get out there and get into the fight and all that kind of stuff. But then you know the other side of it is you know it's easier life not not getting into that, you know, and you know count your blessings on you know we lost some friends, but you know we didn't, you know, it could have been a lot worse. So, you know, that's one thing I think I'm thankful for is, you know, I've, you know, it almost feels weird to say, but like, didn't lose as many friends as I might have expected to.
Yeah, that
kind of feels messed up to say.
It does, and I always, it's like a weird thing when you're over there because like, looking back, I'm like, no, I never, like, I didn't want things to happen, like, ever.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been 100% satisfied, like, with, like, if I would have, like, turned my weapon in and it was, like, 100% clean. And I was like, yeah, no, nothing happened. It was, like, studied abroad. But, like, obviously that's not the nature of things. And I always remember, like, feeling, like, kind of like imposter syndrome because everybody else is, like, you know, fully, like, mentally, like, in the Temple of Mars, and like they're like, yeah, war, and I'm just like, this is like not great.
Yeah.
And like I definitely like I enjoyed like the things where we would like go to like the shuras and like meet with like the village elders and like trying to like build schools and things like that more than I liked any of the actual like war fighting.
Yeah.
And so that was, I always remember like feeling a little insecure about that because like everybody else was like and I'm just kind of like Ferdinand the Bull, like sitting under the cork tree and being like, this is like, we could still like do good things and like hopefully like, you know, get intelligence and things because we were in a pretty intel heavy area, but
like a willingness to fight, but let fighting be you know, less of a first resort than
exactly. Like it was one of those things where like the warrior in the garden thing where it's like, you know, we're here and we can do it. But like any days that we don't have to, or I count.
Definitely.